You can get ready for Valentine's Day like this or like this.
Hi, welcome to The Art, a place where we pause and take care of ourselves. I know that Valentine's Day means different things to different people. So, what's your take on it? Because Valentine's Day has never been my thing, at least in a traditional way. I was always going for its Galentine version, like spending this day with my favorite people or just having a quality time with myself, like going on a solo date. Not something fancy, just exploring the city or neighborhood, or maybe going to the museum, because in my place they give away chocolates if you go to the museum in a Valentine period. Or sometimes just chilling at home. During this period of time, I usually try to pause and be there for myself. And one of my favorite things to do, the small ones, is makeup. Not getting ready for some event or just to go out. Just sitting there, swatching, creating, just playing with it. It is oddly meditative and therapeutic for me. So today I want to share this experience with you. If you could put Galentine into the palette, what would that be? Starting a color story is always the hardest part for me. I love so many shades and I always want to include them all. To make it easier, I usually pick one color I'm really drawn to, or an eyeshadow formula that I love, or something I want to try. This time, while thinking about this palette, I immediately thought about Luna from Glaminatrix Cosmetics. So let's start with that. I will put it in this magnetic palette. Obviously, I will need some corresponding darkening shades and also the light ones. So instead of digging through every single palette I own, I'm checking my swatch sheet to see what works. That way I don't feel overwhelmed and I won't take too much of your time. I am aiming for 9-pan palette, nothing too big. Luna has cool undertones, so at first I thought about Spellbound from Blends. But now when I'm looking on the swatch sheet, I see that Nocturnal from Pat McGrath might be an even better fit. Now when we are done with the dark one, let's look into a light shade to balance things out. The one from Nomad is too intense. I want something softer and more airy, so I think that Dream from Blends would be a better match. Let's grab them. I don't know why, but I'm really feeling dark, sultry tones, not that bright, bubbly pink white. Maybe let's go with red? But not this bold, juicy red, something deeper, something more muted. I think that Auburn Allure from Pat McGrath would be a perfect choice. For some reason, I love pairing deep red with bright pastel blue. There is just something about that contrast that works so well. Honestly, I didn't expect to go in this direction. I thought I would end up with something completely different, but I love where we're heading right now. Since we have two dark shades, I think we need something to blend the crease. I used to rely on Warm Taupe from Modern Renaissance, but I finished it. The closest thing that I have now is Truce from Blends. It is a bit lighter and more neutral, but I think it will work with these dark red and blue shades. For shimmers, I don't have a lot of red tone ones, and one of them is even in my No Pen Left Behind project. But today feels like the perfect time to treat myself, so I'm pulling out my new Cliona shadows. Remember when I said I would grab some iridescent shades? I did, and they are amazing. I want to try Ray because it has this fiery red shift. And while we're here, let's bring in Quest too. The website photos don't do it justice. It's way better and more shifty in person. Since Quest definitely belongs to purples, I need something that plays well with red and blue, and that is not too overpowering. A plum tone would be perfect. And since we already have something from Glaminatrix, let's grab Fig from Cosmic Beauty.
And in a corner?
At first I thought about Giggle from Blends. It's nice, it's light, but maybe let's go with Sweet Pea from Cosmic Beauty. Just because I haven't used that palette for a while. And that is my palette. It turned out way darker than I originally planned, but I'm excited to see how it comes together. So far, I have done 3 looks with this eyeshadow palette, and this is the first one. I think it is fire. I have Ray on my lid, Truth in the crease, Auburn Allure as an eyeliner, and a mixture of Quest and Sweet Pea on my lower lash line. This look is very simple, yet super interesting, and I love when I come up with looks like this. It looks effortless, but it's actually not. I had to spend a lot of time doing this eyeliner. This is the second look that I created with this palette, and I wore it when I went out. I had Fig in the outer corner and Sweet Pea in the inner corner, and Quest all over the lid. It is always a great idea to wear Cliona's Electric Multichromes whenever you are going out, because the light from above will make your eyes sparkle like nothing else. I did enjoy wearing this look a lot, but the next time I think I would tone down the darkness in the outer corner a little bit. It looks great on camera and in photos, but in real life I think it was a little bit too dramatic. And this is the third look. It has Luna all over the lid. This is actually the shade that started this palette. It is perfect for smoky eyes because it doesn't have a defined base, so you can layer it on top of practically everything. Plus, it has a purple shift that is so beautiful, and I had to stop whenever I passed the mirror just to look at it. This is what this day should be about. Doing what brings you joy and makes you smile. Like this eyeshadow palette. Even though I had created 3 makeup looks, my head is still popping with color combinations like these two, these two, these two, or these two. I will keep playing with it. It's always amazing for me to see how such small things can spark so much joy. And I hope that this little Galentine moment will inspire you to take some time off today and do what feels right for you. There isn't a wrong or correct way to celebrate. Sometimes the best way to celebrate is just be kind to yourself. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I'll see you next time. Bye.